wives. It's like, oh shit. Now look like, oh, that's Gigi. That's the good. My mind, I just start marking out in
Almost
my brain.
marked out.
But I'm so lit that I'm just like, I want a picture. I'm getting it now. Without even any hesitation, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get this. But then I was so lit, but focused. I was like, after I get another drink. So I go to the bar. I let my girl first because she was like, okay, I got this round. She goes to the bartender and says, hey, can I have this? And the lady said, where's your ticket? And I kid you not. She looked at this beautifully dressed woman and says, where's your ticket? And she's like, I don't have. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. You can't get anything out here unless you have a ticket. And I'm like, say less. So I was like, all right, just hang behind me because I don't want her to follow to think you're doing anything. And I was like, I just start, moving through the crowd. Excuse me, camera. Sorry, Gigi. I'm on the move here. I moved to the bar on the side of the same lady that served me 3 times prior. Say, hey, what? Can I get one more of those Teremana? And she's like, we're out of like Teremana. You got Teremana Añejo. You know it. That sounds good. Let's try that. Let's give that a shot this time. With the lime juice too? You know it. She said, that's right, Ethan. You're the man. I was like, no, you're the one man. And we just had a thing. She gives me my drinks.
I hate this guy.
She gives me my drinks. And I just go, all right, I appreciate you. Give her a nice tip again. Then I give my girl my phone. One swipe up. Camera's already ready. And I go, tap camera. I was like, hey, camera. He said, hey, man, what's up? I said, mind if I get a picture? Damn, man, it'd be my pleasure. Shook my hand. We take the picture. And he's like, oh, yeah. I'm like, thank you. I appreciate it. Kept moving like a true professional. Walk over to the Good Brothers. I go, Good Brothers. This time I'm not even in. Good Brothers. I just yell it. And they go, hey, I say, you mind if I get a picture? Of course, Luke Gallows says, yeah, man, come on. Carl Anderson is wandering around because he is drunk as shit. And I was like,
he is. Probably looking for who's banging his wife.
My hot Asian wife. And he's just looking around. And I was like, man, this is great. And I'm like, I thought it was too sweet. Luke grabs the drink out of Carl's hand first. And then we all throw up the too sweet, take the picture. Great time. Then I hit up JC Jane and take with Toxic Attraction, 2/3 of Toxic Attraction. Mandy was not present that evening. I see Indy Hartwell and I see Grayson Wall, and I said, I'm gonna keep that same energy. I don't fuck with you, Grayson, yet. And then Indy, I was like, I love Gigi. I'm sorry. I was like, I've traded alliances, so now I'm there. I take these pictures. I don't even think to stay up there. I just go downstairs. I go back downstairs because we're having so much fun. And after all this shit happens, now it just gets really fucking turned up. Chris Bay comes out. The TBS champion, Jade Cargill, comes out. The former North American championship, or current at the time, North American champion, Carmelo Hayes comes out. MVP comes out. Conway the Machine comes out. I'm like, my fucking head's explode. And I'm up in the front. Me and my girl, we wilding out. It's a great time. Their podcast hosts, Low Key and Rosie, they're having like section battles of twerk contests. Asses are being shaken. Like, this shit is insane. So I say that to say, wrapping it up, I got great pictures in the front row with a lot of people. We were about to go on stage, but unfortunately they closed the balcony on the 4th, 5th trip, me coming back up there towards the end when it was like literally an entourage and a half on stage. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go on stage too. My girl's like, yeah, let's go. At this time, I'm like, I believe anything is possible. Like Kevin Garnett said,
why shouldn't you?
Anything is possible.
Why shouldn't you?
I mean, yeah. So we went from there. Couldn't get on stage, but yeah, party was in full effect. It was a fantastical time. And then we pulled up to, after you have a nice drink, you go where? To Waffle House to sober it up. And I seen half the Ass Boys. I didn't want his picture, but I thought it was dope just to, be eating the same establishment. And as we left, I had my beautiful, ridiculous 3-course meal that I always get at Waffle House. way too many carbs. And then as I was leaving,
We talking about the fully loaded hash browns, or we talking?
Shout out to the Bowling Green Waffle House.
Oh.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Yes,
My order is always 1 pecan waffle, Texas toast sausage, egg and cheese sandwich, and then hash browns chunked and covered. That's ham and cheese on there. And I devour it all. Like there's literally never anything left.
That's a good order.
I know that I'm eating like I'm trying to gain weight.
You were eating like you were going to Mania, like you actually had a match at Mania.
Yeah, like I was like, I need to get my bulk in, guys. So I was like dirty bulking. But as I'm leaving, who do I see? Ashanti the Adonis and Top Dollar, formerly of Hit Row, also walking into Waffle House. And Swerve also performed at Wrestlemania. Fucking nuts, guys. Fucking nuts. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was Wrestlemania. Questions, concerns.
Will you still have your light skin powers enough next year to get us upstairs? Because we're all going next year as a pod family.
And I
okay, good.
I was gonna say I will have the THC on me. So Gigi, if you out there, I will be matching you. You heard that first. This is BA speaking. I will come match
BA can do that. E-Ray cannot, because I smoke anything, I lose all my powers. It's like my powers.
We need your
like
powers. We need your
I'm
powers,
like,
Professor X. No. We need your powers, sir. So
I do have a question, since I am light skinned as well. So can I get
white
some of those?
skin? It's different.
You got the ultimate privilege,
right? So I would say usually he would have the ultimate privilege. He kind of looks like
not at
somebody's
Wrestlemania though.
He looks like somebody's agent. If he just wears a suit or he's overly dressed, people will be like, he just belongs in this space. But if you're wearing a wrestling shirt, they're like, get your mark ass down.
Yeah, J-Mo, when we go to Wrestlemania, you gotta like overdress. And people just assume that you're like the 3 of our agent, and they'll
like
just
a
let
booker.
us in places.
Yeah. But I will say this. It's a 50-50 split. I spent some time in LA 2019. I spent a lot of time in LA. I became Hollywood E for a second. I had to spray paint it, belt and everything. It was crazy. But I will say, as many influencers and random people there that look just like me, that may either work to my benefit or to our detriment, because they were like, you look like everybody. You look too generic. Get your ass to where you're supposed to be. I can't promise you anything, but hey, if we all bond together, it's going to be wrestlers galore. So we're going to have
got a Voltron this shit.
I was about to say, we just got to be together as a pod, man. If we all together and we just we walk around as a pod, say, hey man, we're a podcast. Like we not like just marks out here. Like,
and they were like, shut up,
like a tripod.
and then Luke Gallows is gonna fucking pie shove me in the face.
I'll say,
knock everybody down.
Yeah, he's gonna call us nerds.
Right. Shut up, nerds.
And I will say, good job by Luke Gallows by pulling the drink out of Carl Anderson's head. That's a pro move right there. He was like, "Oh, you're not about to get this guy looking like a drunk asshole."
Yeah, that's a good
pro move. Yes, exactly.
See it in his eyes.
Yeah,
see it in his eyes. But hey,
yeah.
I love it.
So
I love
it was probably just Coke. It was just Coca-Cola. He was on the rocks. No alcohol. Probably.
All right. So before we get to,
I do have a question really quick.
What you got?
You told me you want me to overdress. So you want me to come out in a nice suit with a trench coat and a pair of headphones over my head, like Paulie Heyman.
No, they might think you're a school shooter, and that ruins everything.
We didn't say Columbine, Jay.
Right. Yeah,
we didn't say incel. Don't go full incel.
If you go full suit with like some nice Jordans,
think like stuff freaking. Like we want you dressed up, looking like real loud, but like that dude's really got it. Like he looks like somebody. Like you can't walk in there like with the Major Road shirt on.
You could be the Major. There you go.
Yeah,
Major.
Dipperstein. You need Dipperstein.
Yeah, smart Mark.
Think Dipperstein, less Incel Jones. Like, you never loved me. Nope, we don't need that type of energy. None of those.
Still don't.
Yeah.
All right, so before we get into this Mania fallout of stupendousness, E, give me your moment of the weekend as you were there live with tears in your eyes. Give it to me. Pause.
the give it to me. Yeah, Ed.
Applause.
I'm gonna say my moment of the weekend. It's gotta probably be Stone Cold coming out again night 2. That's one of them. I would say for sure. The other is Bianca winning. I think we knew it, but I just don't trust WWE to do what they're supposed to do. And the way they pulled that match off, even though I wasn't there, it felt like I might as well have been there. I was already riding a high because I left NXT 2.0, Stand and Deliver. They did not have a Nikita Lyons appearance, but they did do a promo, so I was half mast.
So you stood and delivered?
Half mast. Flag was saluting. Like some soldier went down.
No bombs went off.
Anyway,
disrespect's paid.
Yes. So with that Stone Cold thing you were talking about when he came out the second night, I saw a cool fact that they brought him out 3 hours and 16 minutes in to that WrestleMania. I don't know if everyone else caught that, but I thought that was really cool.
That's interesting.
I did. I seen it online, of course, because there's no ticker. Sorry to spoil this for you guys. There is no way to rewind live television when you're sitting there floor side. That's
so
right.
you didn't notice that you were about 3 hours and 16 minutes into this? You didn't this was like the 3rd hour and 16th minute of WrestleMania.
No, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna post it to the Let Me Book the Territory pod, or I'll tag it so you guys can repost it. But I came out randomly after finding some food. I was there on the floor, so they just order food and they send it to your seat. I was like,
beautiful.
Baller alert.
You hear that, guys? Next year we're gonna be living like kings.
Absolutely.
We're going cheap next year. Everything's in LA. It's gonna be $3,000.
Oh yeah,
just to think about WrestleMania.
Burst the bubble. Yeah, it's gonna be hella.
Sorry.
Yeah, we're gonna be at like night 1, and then we're gonna be at a watch party for night 2.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
And on my black IRS shit, yeah, inflation is real, fellas, and it's gonna be even realer in California. That's gonna suck.
Just saying, but I would say I came out, and McAfee came out to a 7 Army march, and I was like on the floor watching him come out with the Cowboys girls, and I was like, oh, I had an out of body experience. It was incredible. I gotta post that video, show y'all, because I'm just walking as he's walking. I was like, this is fucking crazy. I was on a riser, so I didn't want to. I hate the floor because it's too even, so you can't see. But the riser, a little bit of step up from the floor. I was like, oh, this is perfect. So great time. Anywho, that was my moment for the night. I want to ask y'all some questions now because I've hogged enough of the mic. First off, WrestleMania, to me, I was pleasantly surprised from the bills we got, from the lack of like mentioning what night 1, night 2 would be of. So after watching night 1 start, to me, I personally watched it from a restaurant, and I was like, this was cool. And then it got like really cracking for me once Bianca and them got out there. But after I watched it back, me and my girl watched it back, I really gave like this whole overall WrestleMania a B-, which is really good for WrestleMania to me. I wanted to know what were your guys' individual grades. We could start with J-Mo, now work to A-Dub, then B.A. What did you feel about this WrestleMania overall?
Like I said in the group chat, I was really impressed with it. I think I gave it a B+, A-. I think I gave it 3 lucha masks out of 5. I did have a really cool WrestleMania moment. Something I never thought I would see. So I'm over at my mom and dad's on Saturday. Well, I was over at my mom and dad's on Saturday, and we were watching the Nova. I can't remember.
The Nova channel?
No, Nova.
Villanova.
Yeah,
who cares about college basketball? Jesus Christ, J-Mo.
Sorry, I had some money on the line, okay? All right, so anyways, my dad goes, well, this game's over. And he's like, Jordan, isn't WrestleMania on tonight? And I was like, sure is, Dad. And he goes, put it on. Let's put it on the TV. So we throw it on the TV. And he's watching.
I'm sorry, can I just ask a question? Is your dad the Duke of Earl? Put it on the television.
Put it on the television, Jordan. Yeah. So he puts it on, and we're watching Drew Galloway